Pull Up Podcast again, man. How we doing out there? What's up with it? It's your boy once again, man. Richard D. Come on, man. We got to do part 2. Who on part 2, man? Part 2. Who is on part 2?
Who on part 2?
MC. Acting like KKZ Kamikaze kicking it here with Richard D. Pull Up Podcast, and you know it's your dog Underboss for life. KKZ representative.
Hey, you know man.
It's the time. Know what's going on.
Know what's going on. So who got here?
KKZ in the building, man.
You did.
Shit on.
Richard D, man.
Pull up, man. You know what I'm saying? And look at y'all know we gotta go way back. We got to go way back, man. See, some of y'all out there ain't old enough to know nothing about this right here. So some of y'all been rocking me a long time. And there's some out there now, man, my fan base. They my age, so they know about this. But for the new coming up in the game, y'all come back and do homework and see where that Memphis sound, where some of that Memphis sound come from. I'm finna go jump in the podcast. My man, Woochie.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Come on, man.
Hey, Richard D. Hey, number love, man.
Number love, man.
Jacktown, baby. Jacktown, baby.
KKZ, man. MC Mac. It's life, man. Check your boy out, my MC Mac music on YouTube. Check me out at MC Mac on the Instagram. You know what I'm saying? It's MC MACK. You dig? Check out the MC Mac store for all merchandise, man. You know, we got the CDs, man. We got the cups, man. We got posters, man. We got all rare collector's items. It's MC Mac store, man. MKT.com/MCMACKSTORE. MC Mac store, man. You gotta shop there. The most dangerous store online. You dig? KKZ for life.
What's up, man? It's your boy Richard D. Look here. MC Mac right on the Pull Up Podcast. I'm trying to tell you, baby. I had this vision to start doing these podcasts. So I said I might well know to do podcasts. So that's what we're doing right here. WLCD, the Pull Up Podcast. Your boy Richard D. Y'all find me on YouTube under RICHARD space D. Find me on Facebook under RICHARD space D. And you can find me on Instagram under GET100. GETIT 100. Richard D, baby, tune me in 2 to 5 Central Standard Time. Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays on WLCD 98.7. Holla at your boy.
All the same, a pimpin' Mac like me, don't show no love for tramp. That's why we running trains. See everywhere I go, some helper wanna test my pimpin'. She asked me how I make my cheese and how I make my motherfucking living. Trick, I know your game and hoes like you deserve a foot in their ass. Whoop 'em, slap 'em, drop 'em, mess 'em, slice 'em.
I don't even was on the radio.
Mic check 1 2. What's up with it, baby? Yeah, you're truly Richard D. Back at it again for the Pull Up Podcast, and look here's part 2. Just getting started this thing. You know I got another Memphis legend in the house, y'all. Another Memphis legend in the house. Been on the scene, man. Like I said, I told y'all with the cream. Man, look here. So I'm gonna say it was probably around about 93, 94, somewhere up in there. To where I'm hearing a guy by the name of MC Mac. And I just told y'all back in 93, 94. So 04, 14, this 23. So 29 years. God done blessed this man to still be here.
Yes, sir.
Doing his thing.
Yes, sir.
Being able to represent the M-Town.
Yeah.
And to be able to lay some game down on how this thing really go.
Yep.
And so one time, man, I want y'all to just welcome my boy MC Mac up in this thing. Mac, what's up with it, Mac? What's up with it, Mac? What's up, Mac?
Hey, man, glad to be here, man. Glad you got me down here, man.
Come on, man.
Richard D, man. We go back, man.
Go back too long.
You know what I'm saying?
Go back too long, man.
When niggas been bumping MC Mac and Kamikaze, Richard D would though. You know what I'm saying?
Why wouldn't they bump in the Kamikaze? Why wouldn't they bump on it?
Yeah, because now Kamikaze all on P Valley and everything. They shot off. They wrong with them.
Oh, we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff y'all to talk about right up in here tonight. But also while we doing a podcast, man, what I like to try to put through in my podcast, I like to put some game. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of youth out here, and it's awesome folk, man, that consider themselves to be grown. They really ain't grown. And some people really just don't know how some things work out here in the world and how some things work in the music business. So for everybody out there that really want to learn something about the music business, you really want to hear about some games that can be played on you and ran on you in the music business, why not bring somebody that's been in the music business long enough
to know and to tell you what you should and should not do in the game.
For sure.
And that's what I want to start off with, baby. I want to do like this, man. What is different from the game when you first got in to what the game is looking like now?
It made it easier, I think, now for you to become your own boss.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is at your hand.
Is that good or bad?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a hell of a good. Because back in the day when I was doing it, to be a boss, to get out and being an artist, producer, and distributor, when we were moving tapes throughout the city.
Okay.
Because think about it, I was the artist, producer, and distributor. Because I was pressing the tapes up and distributing myself. So I'm Xing out Spotify. I'm Xing out whoever label or whoever I'm signed to or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Everything come to me off of this flip.
So when you're doing everything, though, that means that when you're doing everything and you staying on top of everything that you got to stay on top of,
right?
You depriving yourself of something. You depriving yourself of maybe family, maybe time with loved ones, maybe other endeavors that you were trying to get into. How do you know that the right thing that you are doing at the right moment is something that you're going to continue to do for the rest of your life?
Well, because I always did it. Even before I did that, I was doing music.
So music has been a love for you?
It's been the start. I wasn't no basketball player or ex-drug dealer. No, it's been music.
So
talent shows from 91 and 92.
Okay. How old were you 91, 92 when you first started? When you first started to rap, how old?
Oh, let me go back to the 80s.
All right, okay.
I ain't no young.
Okay. Yeah. No, man.
Let me go back about 89, like 88.
What part of Memphis?
When I first wrote my first rap myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, Robin.
Okay.
When I started doing my music. But, yeah. I wrote my first rap in like 6th grade, like 89 or something like that, or 88 maybe.
How you know you was good at it?
Well, shit, it wasn't too many fools doing it. And I actually could rap with words, and I had a way with words. And my guy kind of stamped it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
And so when he put it on the town, and
I let him hear it, he was like, yeah, man, it's kind of hard, fool. Like, shit. Kept doing it, bro. And there was a passion. Then I got my first drum machine in 7th grade. Started making beats. Cold at making beats, cold at rapping. I learned how to count bars at a young age. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
In my room with the double-dub cassette tapes.
Okay.
Microphone plugged into the double-dub.
Okay.
No 4-track. I couldn't afford a 4-track.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? We got the double-dub cassette tape.
They're gonna do all this up right here. These tape decks and everything we talking about right now.
Tape days. Yeah, think about it. I don't think I was deprived from anything. That was my love. That's what I wanted to do. I was like, damn, I'm pretty good at it. So, shit. By me doing that, and then being there going and seeing how the game is now, to answer your question, it's a lot easier now. We had to put the footwork in.
And you said it's easier to be your own boss. And I asked you, is it good or bad? You said it's good.
Yeah.
But it's only good. This is how I'm looking at it. It's only good if you know what to do with it when you got it.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta have a mind state.
So you gotta have it. So are you telling me that book sense and common sense also plays a part in being your own boss and you running your own business and taking care of your own stuff?
I didn't think about it as book sense. I thought it was like common. Like, this is what I wanted to do, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these tapes, I'm going to press them up, juice it and plug me with the guy who press them up. Boom. I'm going to go get as many, boom. Hit the streets.
So Juicy J is helped you out to start, well, y'all started together. Would you say it like that? Y'all started together? Or?
Yeah, I'm sure. I was doing music before I met Juicy, and I'm sure Juicy was doing music before he met me.
So y'all were doing it around the same time, y'all just hadn't met?
Right, I'm sure, yeah.
How did the meeting come about?
Oh, man, there was a club called Club 380 back in the day, 380 Beale Street, the Plush Club, Studio G, whatever, you know what I'm saying, all the names. DJ Paul place, Juicy J's place, it was in a bunch of names.
All right,
380 Beale Street was the address.
Okay, all right, that'll be you, all right.
Yeah, that's where it was at, man. We went over there, John. One night I just came from the studio, I had just recorded Let's Make a Stain. I made the beat, recorded it at my homeboy Chaz Ray studio.
The Let's Make a Stain.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, okay.
All right. Yeah, that was me. I made the beat. I made the chorus. Wrote the raps. You know what I'm saying? So
everything.
I had it on tape.
and you just
I'm still trying to get my name out here, but this is after high school. Like, I was also doing talent shows and bringing out recorded songs and performing them then. But this was one particular one where I was, trying to bring it for the streets. You know what I'm saying?
When you said you started doing talent shows, were you doing the talent shows? Somebody was throwing them and you got in them, or did you come up with the concept and you started it yourself?
I always had talent shows.
Okay,
I always get them, but I'm leading up to how I met Juicy. Was like, he heard the song. I went to Studio G. My homeboy let him hear the tape. He played it. He loved it. The fool was getting wild. Fraser fools. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he was on.
Let's make a thing. And shit. He was like, man, I want to put this joint on my tape.
Okay.
Heck yeah. Juicy already had a name. Juicy J. He was up like volume 9 by then.
Oh, okay then. So he
I was out of high school.
I
probably recorded a couple songs, but I went up to no volumes and had the distribution and all that back then. But yeah, and he played it, he loved it, put it on his CD, his tape. Then I recorded a joint with Al Capone. Run your mouth, for you niggas with some man of out of 90.
Don't mind, come on, man. Don't make me say those.
He introduced me to Al Capone. He collided me with it. I'm like, dang. So yeah, that's kind of how me and Jay relationship started, man.
Just like that.
But before then, he was making beats for me too.
Okay.
I used to buy a couple of tracks from Juicy. You know what I'm saying?
And so that's how that was really your introduction into the real game, as you would say, because you was doing it all on your own. Click episode in the M.
He showed me distribution. He plugged me with Stewart. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace, Stewart, man. Damn.
Who was Stewart?
The Stewart. Pressed him up.
King of the
Pressed him up. King of the K game in Memphis, man. Okay. He deserved his stamp too, man. White dude, big head. Stewart, man. Yep. He pressed up everybody's tapes in Memphis.
Okay.
Back in the tape days. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody, but I'll say the majority. You know
okay.
But everybody with the Stewart, though, who was anybody.
So what has Mac been doing lately? Because I know this is probably a question a lot of people want to know. What you been doing lately?
Man, lately, I just brung out a couple of albums.
Oh, we got
as you may see.
We got some over here.
This is what I've been doing lately.
We got some over here, though.
But outside of my Piranha volumes, but this is what I've been doing lately. What's that?
Introduce that right there. Introduce that.
That's the appetizer, man. MC Mac and Kano featuring the hit song "Through." And he got a video. Check that joint out.
All right. Then we better go to this one right here.
Oh, shout out to Vocals, man. He was on American Idol, man. We got the Kamikaze Creatures, MC Mac and Vocals project. You know what I'm saying? Featuring the hit song KKZ, Posse Song Part 3, featuring Mac Yo. The whole KKZ squad, Vocals, Gamp. You know what I mean?
And there we got.
And we got Spice One on that joint.
This one right here.
Go back. Let me go back.
We gotta go back to this one.
No, the Kamikaze Creatures.
This one.
Yeah.
All right.
That junk got, you read them off the features.
Y'all, come on, let me do that. Featuring Lazy Bone, the Bone Thugs and Harmony, Spice One, King Prince, Skinny Pimp, Lil Flip, Ira Black, DMC, Run DMC, and the list go on. Come on, man.
Lil Flip on there, we got one song called Street Justice that's doing real good, man. Talking about abuse, you know what I'm saying? Street Justice, we call it Street Justice.
Okay, that's the one.
Street Justice, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's the one with Spice One, Crazy.
Yeah.
Is it Crazy and Lazy? Spice One, Crazy. Lazy Bone.
Crazy
okay,
on there. Another cat called Crazy. Not Crazy
okay,
Bone.
Okay, not Crazy Bone. Okay.
But Lazy Bone definitely on there. Lil Flip.
And Skinny.
Spice One. Yeah.
And King, okay, 50G. We got
Street Justice, man. That junk doing good, man. That's a hard album. Yeah. And of course, last but not least, the Kazi. Part 2 on them fools.
Where these names come from, man? Where these names come from?
Well, Kamikaze, we been the Kazi.
Well, tell me what you know that. I know that. I know.
Yeah, right.
But it might be some people out there might not know, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. We came up with the concept of Japanese suicide, because we was wild and suicidal back then.
Y'all was out there in them streets.
Yeah, man, we was out there, man, trying to get that Kamikaze name out there, man. And before then, what we rapped about, we just really did it. You know what I'm saying? We coming in the studio with it, but me and, you know what I'm saying, a couple of my Kamikaze cats, you know what I'm saying, comrades, came up with the Kamikaze, and we just kind of branched off Killer Clan Kazi. It was so many names, man. We were the Kazi, Killer Clan. Then Kamikaze inked the label. Okay. Kamikaze inked the group.
Are y'all still affiliated? Y'all still
KKZ.
Communicate? Y'all still?
Of course. It's all led up to this album right here.
Okay, I get it.
Everything is led up to this album at this point. And it's called the Kazi. Times Up Part 2. It's featuring Mac Yo, Vocals, King, Wolf, and Kano. And of course myself, man. It's a really dope album, bro.
What been going on in Memphis?
A lot of windows being broken. No, I'm just.
It's
crazy, man. Not to knock my city.
I have seen that.
Salute Memphis, man.
All the time, man. Come on, because I'm talking about this like for West Tennessee, Memphis is the culture. You know, probably for all of Tennessee, yeah, you could. People visit Tennessee to go to Memphis to the, B.B. King and Elvis Presley, Beale Street, all that.
Memphis
so that is an iconic spot, a spot that you need as a tourist attraction for you to go to. But also, man, seeming like it's becoming one of the leading cities with a whole lot of violence too, man. You know, it just and then for me to be just so close to it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta bring it up.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to know what is different from when we first started, when y'all first started getting in the game, the music game, versus to where it is now, that you think that might, if it wasn't going on, maybe it would be a little bit better, because all these rappers have been dying lately.
Man,
the internet. Just start there. You think
I can't even just say the internet. It could be the mentality and the way fools are brought up nowadays.
What's the difference between how they was brought up back then and how they brought up now?
Shit. The kids raising the parents.
That's what it is.
Kids raising the parents, man.
How
the parents slipping some. It's a lack somewhere, bro. I can't really pinpoint it, but what I see is the lack of, whether it be knowledge, the truth, religion. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of faith being in these fools, man. Ain't no faith out here no more, bro. Ain't no faith no more, fool. What happened to walking on faith?
And them old grandmas and granddaddies, them 80 and 90-year-olds and mamas and all that kind of stuff.
What happened to the switches?
Okay. Well, they say, you can't hit your children no more because you leave a mark on them. But on the flip side of that, if you aren't laying the law down with your child, I'm not talking about abusing your child and beating your child. I'm talking about disciplining your child the right way.
Yeah, man.
If you don't do that, they will be wild. And that's why they continue to build prisons and jails and tell us that you can't contain your own child, but when they turn 18, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and the list keeps going on.
Yeah,
the guy in Memphis, just down there in Memphis. His name,
Tyree Nichols.
Yeah, Nichols. Come on, man. Come on, right down the street. I-40 right there, you just ride there right there. We right there in the city where they had. So it bothers me. And I don't like to see the kids out here being led astray. Is it something that you could tell them to focus more on, or something that tell them more?
Man, pray every day, man. Stay focused.
How did you tell somebody to pray though when they open the refrigerator and now they see the mustard and water, and you hungry right now?
Yeah, Joe, you gotta have faith, man. You know what I'm saying? I know it's hard. Gotta persevere. You know what I'm saying?
Has there been a time that your faith been called on? That you
of course. I was young. I was young once.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do in life. I didn't know.
I mean, you decided to stick with the music.
I had it revealed to me. Okay. I didn't know. So I was out doing all kind of stupid shit.
Okay.
Even with parental guidance.
And still
was fucking up. You know what I'm saying?
So basically,
I really can't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. Shit. It's fucked up out here. Try to do the right thing. Use their intuition. If you hear that motherfucking voice that say don't do it, goddammit, don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
And I heard that for plenty of time. I don't heard
you know what that voice sound like? Everybody knows that voice sound like.
Man, you know, and you feel it too, don't you? You know you don't need to be doing it, don't you? You know you ain't supposed to. But sometimes there's something that had is though. I heard it though. You sure ain't lying about it. About the rappers that's being killed and dying in the game, man. It ain't never been a time like this before the world. It just seems like rappers are being hunted down. This is what it seemed like.
Yeah,
do you feel any way being a rapper and being a hip hop? Has it changed how you look at things, how you do things, how you move, stuff like that? Anything change?
I still kind of move the same way, but I will say I'm more selective.
Okay.
I use that intuition, that voice you were talking about.
Okay.
Okay, boom. I do my research more.
You don't just jump off the porch and everything.
No.
Is that what you used to do back in your younger days? Because that's what I used to do.
Of course. I had to do everything I had to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing promotion shows. I'm telling you, we're doing shows for free. We in trips. We putting in dirt.
Everything. I feel
we're doing everything we can to establish this is it. And ain't nobody fucking with us.
I got you. And that's how you still feel about it.
Yeah, we did that.
Right.
But I gotta move smarter now. I gotta even then I survived though. So I guess the main thing is survival.
My thing is that
survive. God damn.
I was telling my cameraman earlier that I tried to just do what I'm supposed to do and then go home. Because with everything I done worried God with my 46 years, just always doing something where he had, you know what I'm saying, man, where I know that if he wasn't with me, I wouldn't be sitting right here right now. So I know it was him. And so I try to do what I'm supposed to do, just go home and chill, because it's just something about being out here. It just seems like ain't nobody talking about church no more. Ain't nobody trying to talk about love no more, togetherness, family. You know, you turn on your TV now, you know, you got little kids now sitting down in the cartoons cussing. You know, so I'm just trying to wrap my head around it, because I'm just trying to figure it out and see, because if I can do something to help change the mentality of our youth, because they're the ones going to be running the world in 20 years. Okay. Somebody that's 15 right now, in 20 years going to be 35.
Right.
So you're going to be on top of something I want you to have some kind of sense.
Yeah, bro.
And that's what I'm trying to sit out here and do with the Pull Up Podcast, get some influential people in the booth, in the studio, on the cable, to just talk about some real issues and things that's going on out here. And to talk about the music, because that's also what I want to talk about too, the music business. You brought up earlier about how it is when you're doing it all yourself independently. You got to be on top of all things. So, if you got to be on top of all things, that means the stuff that when I came in earlier talking about school, you need to know how to read. Because 60, 75, 80% of it going to be contracts. Going to be talking. You need to know how to decipher words. Am I correct in it?
That's true. That's true when signing any kind of company relationship with somebody or deal.
Because I hear people say that
now, back in the day when I started, you didn't have none of that. Okay. It was all that and then some. I'm telling you, in music that is. But in general business, yeah, you're going to have a contract. But back then, you know, you got to think about it. We were making the tapes, press them up, sell them. Distributors now offer the streams, boom, then you get your money. You get paid from Google or you get from a distributor. No, you were collecting all that right then.
So it's just going straight to your pocket.
Yeah, it went to CDs now, you know what I'm saying? Then we went to distribution.
Okay.
And yeah, but back then it was all, you know, all profit, bro. I thought about it. I'm an artist, producer, CEO, because it's my company. I'm distributing my tapes. And the distributor itself, because I'm putting it out here.
And you go on mountain.
So many titles.
You're doing everything.
So many titles. I can go on entrepreneur, you know.
But you couldn't have done all that you did without learning how to read, learning how to write, learning how to count some money. And did you get part of that from? I can say you can get some of it from the streets as well.
Okay.
But you get some of it from school as well too. So, so that's what I wanted to point out too. That the same thing.
Want to say, yeah, for sure. I went to college about 2 years. Shelby State. Shout out Shelby State back in the day. Made a couple. I wasn't no, you know. About a B- student, C+.
Ain't nothing wrong with
you. Know what I'm saying? I get to school.
It ain't about the
I went to college.
You know.
I just found out college wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? After them couple of years, music was what I was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I prayed on it, and that's what was revealed, and that's what it is.
That's what it is. That's what you still doing. Well, we see that's what you still doing right here. Which one of them is your favorite? Out of the
I can't put one over. I like that Closet though. I don't know that all of them bumping. I really can't. Because those are two collabos, and this is a whole collective of the whole clan. The Cosmic Time's Up. But the Creatures got all the features that I never did songs with, like Bone, you know what I'm saying, Spice One, Lil Flip.
I got $20. I got $20.
All of them bumping. I
got $20, and I'm finna go buy one of them. Which one I'm supposed to get?
Ooh, Richard Big making it hard on. Like, yo, what would you say, bro?
I got $20.
He threw me in this.
I mean, I win either way.
Yep. So pick.
But by the artwork on there, the quality, oh man. How many songs? I want to get I got to get yesterday. How many songs on that?
We'll grab that. We grabbed it. I see who you working with on the tapes. As far as how does relationships work in the game, when you meeting other people out there, you got to get out there. When you, like you said, you're doing it out by yourself. You got to get out there and network. Is that part of this part of the game too, ain't it?
Oh, most definitely. You got to have a relationship with these distributors and artists and, you know, everybody that you're doing business with. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot behind each scene. So yeah, you definitely got to establish, you know, relationships with cats that may not see you eye to eye, but they do a certain thing that works for a common cause. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just, I just keep sticking on the education part, man. I just see it. I'm just on a daily basis going to the store, and I get something that costs $6.35,
Okay.
and I hand the girl a 10, and she hit in 10, and I reach in my pocket, and I got 40 cents, and I give it to her, and she can't in her head total that up to know that it's $3.45. You know what I'm saying? And so it just burns me up sometimes that, you know, it seems like our word, just everything is this. Just looking at the phone, you know, and not saying.
Real talk. I saw a
you
grown
know.
person like that, bro. But it wasn't one of us. But yeah, I went to this store. I ain't gonna say what store. Mother didn't know how to calculate. Mother was buying, you know, the little trees, the smell good trees.
Yeah.
Oh, mother was talking about $5 for one. I'm like, ooh, she don't know.
That's why I wanted to stress the education part. Because sometimes when you start out, you do be alone. And you ain't got nobody with you to tell you, hey man, you need to read more thoroughly, or let me look at this too. So you got to play all these parts yourself. Don't think you just jumping in this to get some money, fast cars, women, and all this stuff right there. It's really a business.
It really is a business, yeah.
And you can get some real money out if you take care of your business.
And that's the only way you're gonna be able to make some real money. You take care of your business.
What's on the calendar for MC Mac? What you got planned coming up?
Oh man, we just released the concert. Right now I'm working on Volume 7. MC Mac. Piranha Volume 7 just released, just recorded 3 songs, and we're gonna release some videos throughout the year periodically to help promote it. And yeah, Piranha Volume 7 coming soon, and yeah, the MC Mac store. I'm getting new merch for my store.
I plug the store. We're gonna check the store out. Tell me right now so I can put it up.
A specialty item. It comes in a low quantity or large quantity for a reasonable amount. You know what I'm saying?
See, Mac ain't playing with him, man. You can't just hit him one way, man. You got to hit him from all angles and try to get a little piece of change on him, man.
Man,
you got to get out here with your brain. Yeah, you can't just be stagnant. I heard you can't just be stagnant, man. You got to sit out here and work your other avenues and see what else you can pull out the game.
Yes, sir.
When you stay in one place too long, man, you're welcome out.
Yep, exactly.
You know, you got to keep moving, and we see you exactly moving right here, being consistent.
Yeah,
that's something else I talk about. That's important too, ain't it?
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Hey, why stop now? God gave you air in your lungs. You know what I'm saying? This is what you love to do. This is what you do. Ain't nothing like it, bro. You know what I'm saying? To be able to make money at what you love to do.
Look here.
That's a blessing on its own.
One of the songs that you sent to me, the one I've been playing for like the past 4 or 5 months.
Yes, sir.
It's called Bring My Homies Back.
Yeah.
And that's the one I've been playing here on WLCD.
Yes, sir.
Lane College Radio.
Okay.
And if you just listen to the title of the song, you already know it's about, you know, your dead homies.
Yep.
What inspired you to put that down on paper and want to put that out there? Because you had to come from somewhere. It just had to be a spur of the moment. You thought it was something came to you. What was it?
Yeah, I was thinking about my cousin, man. You know what I'm saying? Who died. Thought about my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Aunties. A couple of my homies too. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
You just sitting back and it just came like that. I'm talking about you just sitting back, just like, cause I know what you're saying.
Actually, the way the song came together, me and my homeboy thought about the beat. The beat came from an old Curtis Mayfield riff. Okay. And we was at a job, a sales job. You know what I'm saying? We was, you know, talking about old songs and pimping and old music. And he was like, man, you need to redo that. What you call, John Mac? I'm like, well, what you talking about? That Billy Jack. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I knew, because I was a Curtis Mayfield fanatic.
You brought the beat back right then.
I thought about it. I said, ooh, you sure ain't like I ain't when the fools did that John either. He's like, man, do that John. And he had a partner here that song. His cousin actually. Okay. Yep. Homeboy Craig, man. Shout out CB, man. And the cousin, man, who sung that jump with us, man. Montees. And
it sounds like some Memphis too.
And shoot, man. Got the studio to record it. Me and Mac Yoke went in that jump that day. We pretty much had that jump though. You know what I'm saying? The subject was ready.
Yeah, it sure was. Yeah, and you could feel each part of the song, especially when it changed from verse to verse, because you start off and you talk about being a youngster out here in the streets and what you went through and how God pulled you through and you still here.
Yes, sir.
And then second verse was about the people that was, you know, they lost and had this one particular, the day that, you know, died. And that right there, man, I just, you know, listened to that right there and just got real descriptive, and it was street. The way you felt the street part of the song. Because a lot of people don't really understand. They think that they can just get on these microphones and just spit anything out. Sometimes you come with your sound. The way you can change your voice when you're talking about a sentimental subject or something that's very caring and hurting to your heart. There are different sounds that people can pick up in those things. And that's why I just try to bring down some people who are focused in what it is that we got going on, know the game. We can just teach some others some game out there.
Yep, sure.
Does that sound about right?
Most definitely, man.
Alright.
Speak from the heart, man. Come real.
That's how it's
game ain't no punk though. You know what I'm saying?
And you gotta know.
You gotta. Somebody gonna test you one day. So know your knowledge. Read about publishing. Read about owning a business. Read into the music industry, and use your best judgment, man. You know what I'm saying?
What made you start thinking about being on your game a little bit more? Was it something that might have happened in the game? Maybe somebody pulled their ugly contracts or didn't come up with this end of the agreement or
After
something?
I had my heart attack about 8 years ago, I got real serious about it. I said, man, having some time to sit down and reevaluate some things.
Man, I ain't know nothing about you having a heart attack.
Yeah, man, about 8 years ago, right after Lil Co-op died. You know what I'm saying? Like, rest in peace, cuz. Lane College. I
remember that. It was in the papers around here.
Co-op, you know what I'm saying? I love you, cuzzo. I got to reading about, the music industry. Like, really, I had a company and I knew certain things, but I didn't know the other part. So when I started learning about the other part, I started applying myself and doing what I supposed to do back then. You know what I'm saying? And then I got legitimate. They started recognizing me as
a real company,
a real MC.
Okay.
Mac for life, the underboss, Supreme Being. And stuff started happening. I prayed, and you wouldn't believe it, bro. Like, things just started happening. It's like alignment, you know what I'm saying?
The way, do you sometimes sit back and think about the way that God had to talk to you to get you to read? Like, do you look at it as the heart attack might have been a good thing for you to be able to sit down and gain that knowledge? And the way I look at it is, I remember hearing the pastor say one time, if you're trying to get somewhere and doing something, either you do what God say, or God gonna make you do what He say, and you might not like the way that God make you do it. So it's best that you go ahead on and do it yourself instead of God having to make you do it. So that could be, like you said, you had a heart attack, but He made you read. Some folk have to go and do some years, you know what I'm saying? And they gain a lot of knowledge and come back out and do good.
It's a blessing to survive, bro. You know what I'm saying? Open my eyes to a lot of stuff, like, and,
it's just amazing how He works sometimes.
Yeah, man.
Now, I just be wanting to just bring up just different things like that.
That was a bad point, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was dying around me, bro. Coop had died, Lord had died, even Co-op died. Rest in peace, Gangsta Boo, too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Where was you at when you got that news about Gangsta Boo?
Yeah, rest in peace,
where
man. In Memphis.
You was at the crib?
Yeah, it was the first day of the year. Yeah.
You woke up to it, or you already up when somebody shot your text?
Woke up to it,
Did you believe it?
I thought they were talking about her brother.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, because he had just went through a little episode.
Okay.
Like a couple of hours before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That same night?
Same night.
Wow. This is something I ain't know nothing about. So he had a
couple of cats had an episode.
Oh, wow.
I don't just single my guy out,
Okay, I got you.
It's still under investigation.
Man.
That's all I'm gonna say, man. I woke up to it and it was awful news, you know what I'm saying? And
I ain't believe it.
Yeah, man.
My sister called me. I was up. My sister texted me asking me, was it true? And the first thing I thought about was two of the members I'm cool with. And some said, man, I'm not calling and asking I wouldn't call them. So I just let it ride. About 20 minutes later, a reputable news site that I go to daily shot it to my text message, and that's what it said. Memphis rapper Gangsta Boo dead. And that's when I knew it was real. So I just want to say the same thing too, man. Rest in peace, Gangsta Boo. I saw him last time at a Squeaky Studio. Not the one he in now, but this been like some years ago.
Yeah.
And that was my last time seeing him, man. Going down there to his studio. So once again, rest in peace, Gangsta Boo. Rest in peace to all the young folks out here. And just everybody that we know from back in the day to people coming up now, especially these young cats. And, just want everybody to just see. We can just maintain and get this money, man. Because it's out here to get. All you gotta do is find your hustle and go get it. That's all we got to do. plug your sites, man. Let everybody know exactly where they can find you so they can shop with you, get some of your CD, go get your merch, everything you need everybody to know. Tell everybody right now what they need to do.
No, man, you can get me on Facebook. That's M.C.Mack. Some fools forget the dots, but you got to put the dots to get in. You know, the periods in between the M and the C, man. Capital M, period, C, period, M.A.C.K., man.
There you go. M-Town. If it ain't Member 10, it ain't damn no. You don't want the other one. You want the one from Member 10. Ain't that right?
Member 10, man. You join the official MC Mack group on Facebook. Got the Instagram, MC Mack Music. That's MCMACK MUSIC. You know what I'm saying?
Woo! Guess what?
And hit me up on YouTube with that as well. MC Mack Music on YouTube. And MC Mack, the number 4, Life, L-I-F-E, on Twitter. Yeah. Check me out. Easy come, easy go. My biggest song is doing numbers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Richard D, man. Shout out to everybody, man, who ever had anything to do with the progression of my career. You know, from Selecto Hits, man, to my lawyers, man, to my guys, man, my crew, KKZ, man. Shoot, man, what else?
Guess what I want to tell you?
Everything, bro.
What I want to tell you for you left.
What up?
I still bump. I wanna be saved. Go to church, Lord.
Hey, crazy you mentioned
I
that,
still
man.
bump that job, man.
Crazy
I still bump that job, man.
That joint in negotiation for a big sample clearance, right?
Are you real, man? For real?
Yeah,
man. Ain't nothing wrong
A lot
with
of
it,
fools that sample me. Shout out Cordell.
Okay.
From the north side. Shout out the Suicide Boys.
Ooh, before we go in.
Who been sampling my music, man, and pushing my, keeping the legacy going. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like collector's items. You know, they want that 4-track sound I was telling you about. They want that.
Okay.
That's
coming into right
they
now.
Looping it. Yeah, it's
all right, check this out.
Songs, you know what I'm saying? Like,
did you have to go and find out your music was being sampled?
Or folks calling me, sending me these stuff.
Telling you that, man.
Check
So this sound like you right here.
This your job. Check this
out. Oh, man. So you had to run up on, well, not run up, but, you know, legally,
by the time I saw
run up on them.
By the time I saw it, it was already rolling.
Okay, big, yeah. And this is what somebody told me one time, that the business gang, the rap gang is more, the business side is more ruthless than the street side, because on the street side, somebody do something to you, you know, the other side, you know, go retaliate. Yeah. Well, when business, when you sign that contract, it was in there. You didn't read your contract. When you think you're going to get $1 million and you think it's going to come on a silver platter, $1 million, you ain't learned nothing about taxes. You didn't read the contract where they charging you for this and for that. That chain that you got on that they gave you when you signed, you thought they were giving you, they charge you $350 for that. Yeah, all of that. To where your little money when you do get to play with is about 8 or 8 game once again.
Millions.
Yeah. It can happen. And we see it happen right now.
You gotta always negotiate your best deal. There's anything in life.
You sure right there.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn if it's what you being paid to do for, you know, a living. You go in there, you have an interview, tell them what you want to make.
Exactly.
If you don't want to make it, then you don't take the job.
And you do what you gotta do to go where you trying to go and get what you trying to do.
Negotiate your best deal out of anything, man. And I was a bill collector for 15 years,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you know it.
And I was a telemarketer.
Okay,
so
you
I
know it.
I had the aggressive and the passive, be able to persuade a motherfucker and be able to be, you know, that stern. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, okay, man.
Mine.
Finna send this over to the lawyer's office right now.
For real.
I got a quota to hit.
And that was right after you done read everything and know how everything works. See what I'm talking about? Look here, pull up podcast, MC Mack, man, a pleasure, man, once again, man.
KKZ,
coming on down here to Hollywood. Man, this ain't gonna be the last time we're gonna see you over here with Rich D at the pull up podcast.
Oh man, you gotta pull up in Memphis.
Yeah, okay, alright. That's all I need to hear right there. Me and my cameraman, Woochie, man, I'm talking about Crew Woochie. Check him out, Crew Woochie, man. Y'all go check him out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Crew, CREW, Woochie, WOOCHIE. No members in the house, man. Appreciate y'all once again coming down here hollering at me, man.
Appreciate it, bro. Much love, Richard D.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Pull up podcast. We out. We out.